what does rapid actually mean? Is it just speaking super fast?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right. So today, we're plunging into exactly that. We're looking at insights from Rapid English Conversation, Confidence, Clarity, Connection by Teacher Sam.
Great source.
Yeah, and our mission is to pull out the absolute key stuff you need to make your English not just, well, fast, but also fluent, confident, and genuinely connected.
Absolutely. It's so much more than just speed. Teacher Sam makes that point right away.
Okay.
Fast, natural conversation.
Mm.
It's really about thinking clearly, responding quickly, using common phrases,
Yeah.
and, this is crucial, letting go of that fear.
Ah, the fear factor.
Big time. There's this fantastic line early on. To speed up your English, slow down your fear. That's kind of the foundation for everything else.
Slow down fear to speed up English. I like that. Okay, let's unpack this. So if it's not just raw speed, what is rapid English, according to the source?
Well, it really leans into confidence and clarity. The core idea isn't just, how many words per minute.
Right.
It's about how clearly the ideas form in your head and how confidently you get them out. So clear thinking, quick responses, using those common phrases we mentioned, and tackling that hesitation. Basically, all the techniques we'll talk about, they're designed to help you manage that fear. Let the conversation flow more naturally.
Got it. And one of the really practical things Teacher Sam talks about are these conversation shortcuts. What are those about? How do they help?
Oh, these are brilliant, total game changers. See, fluent speakers, they aren't building every single sentence from scratch, like word by word by word.
Yeah, it sounds exhausting.
Right. They use ready-made chunks, phrases that just sort of roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
The source gives some great examples like, to be honest, or you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you hear those all the time.
Exactly. Or, at the end of the day, let's get to the point. These are like prepackaged units. You learn them, practice them, and then just use them.
So you skip the mental translation step.
Precisely. You bypass that whole process.
And there's a genius tip connected to this, right? Something about a phrase bank.
Yes. Super actionable. Create a list, maybe in your phone notes or a little notebook. Call it your phrase bank.
Okay.
Add maybe 3 new phrases every day. And here's the key part. Actually use them. Like, make it a goal to drop them into real conversations.
Ah, the usage part is critical.
Absolutely. It turns passive knowing into active fluency. It basically wires those phrases right into your speaking habits, turns your phone into a little fluency engine.
Nice. Okay, so moving on to sounding more natural, maybe even, like a native. The source mentions shadowing. What's that technique?
Shadowing, yeah. It's incredibly effective for getting your mouth and brain working together smoothly.
How does it work?
You take a short audio or video clip, an interview, maybe a podcast bit, even a scene from a show. Play just one sentence. Pause it.
Okay.
Then you repeat it out loud. But you're not just saying the words. You're really trying to copy the rhythm, the intonation, the stress.
Everything.
Mimicking.
Exactly.
And you keep repeating that same sentence until it feels natural coming out of your own mouth, until it flows like the original speakers.
Sounds like it takes focus. But why does it work so well? It's more than just repetition, right?
Oh, yeah. It's building muscle memory, like physically training your mouth, your tongue, your vocal cords.
Ah, like practicing scales for a musician?
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
It makes the physical act of speaking English faster and more natural, almost automatically, without you having to consciously think about every little sound.
Makes sense.
And the source really pushes for daily practice. Even just 10 minutes, it says, makes a real difference over time. It's about building that physical skill.
Okay. Another big hurdle for learners, that internal translator, that voice in your head, always switching back and forth. Teacher Sam says that actually slows you down.
Hugely. Probably the biggest speed bump for most people. That constant mental translation. It just kills your flow.
So what's the fix?
The goal is to start thinking directly in English. Bypass your native language altogether.
Easier said than done, maybe.
Well, yeah, it takes practice.
Yeah.
But you can train yourself. Learn new words with pictures, for instance. Connect the English word directly to the image or concept, not to the translated word.
Create a direct link.
Exactly, a direct pathway in your brain.
And there's a quick practice for this, too.
Yep, super simple but effective. Just look around you right now. What do you see? A table, a window, a wall. Describe it in English, out loud or in your head.
But crucially.
Crucially, without translating first. Just see the thing, say the English word. It forces that direct word access we talked about. Makes it more automatic.
Okay, now this next one sounds, well, weird at first. Using fillers. Aren't fillers like bad, a sign you don't know what to say.
Huh. Yeah, that's the common thinking, isn't it?
Yeah.
But teacher Sam flips it. Says they can actually gain you time. Strategically used, of course.
Gain time.
Think about fillers like, well, actually, let me think. You know, what I mean is they're not just empty sounds.
Okay.
They act like little placeholders. They keep the conversation going, signal you're still engaged, but give your brain that vital half-second to catch up.
Ah, like a processing pause.
Exactly. Time to find the right word or structure your next thought without a dead, awkward silence. Fluent native speakers use them all the time. It's natural.
That actually makes a lot of sense. It's less about weakness, more about flow management.
Precisely. And the practice tip is great.
Yeah.
Record yourself having pretend conversations, deliberately using fillers.
To make them feel normal.
Yeah, to get comfortable with them, integrate them naturally so they don't feel like an alarm bell going off in your head. They just become part of your rhythm.
Okay, shifting to daily habits. What are some concrete practice routines Teacher Sam suggests?
2 really good ones for building rapid conversation skills. First, the 3-minute conversations.
It's simple.
It is. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Pick a topic, anything. Your weekend, food, travel, goals, and just talk nonstop for 3 minutes.
The catch.
The main rule is don't stop to correct your grammar. Just let it flow. Mistakes and all.
Ooh, that sounds liberating but also scary.
A bit. But the source says it works wonders, builds fluency, speed, and gets you comfortable with imperfection, which is huge. Claims you see amazing results in just a week of doing it daily.
Wow, okay. And the second routine?
Read out loud with emotion. We know reading aloud helps pronunciation, right?
Sure.
But reading with emotion takes it up a notch. It trains fluency and expression. Pick a short story, an article, anything.
Yeah.
Read it like you're actually telling it to a friend. Use your hands, change your facial expression, put feeling into the words. Really perform it a little.
So it's not just reading, it's communicating.
Exactly. Builds confidence. Makes your communication stronger overall, not just technically correct. Connects the language to feeling.
Makes sense. Now, what about technology? We've got all these tools. How does the source suggest using tech and maybe community?
Yeah, use text smartly, purposefully. YouTube's great, especially using the playback speed controls. Slow it down for listening practice.
Okay.
Voice recording apps on your phone, invaluable.
Right.
Record yourself, listen back. It's sometimes painful, but super useful feedback.
Definitely. What else?
AI tutors, like ChatGPT, can be amazing for practice conversations. Podcasts with transcripts, gold mines for listening and reading along.
So lots of options.
Yeah, but the key is structure. The source suggests maybe a 20-minute tech session daily, like 10 minutes watching, shadowing, 10 minutes recording, reviewing yourself.
Active practice, not just passive watching.
Exactly. Track your progress. Use these tools with purpose.
And community. Connecting with people.
Oh, Teacher Sam is adamant about this. Says it's the fastest way to improve actually using the language with real humans.
Where do you find these communities?
Lots of places. WhatsApp groups, Telegram channels, Facebook groups focused on language exchange. Apps like Tandem or HelloTalk are designed for it.
So find people to talk to.
Yes. The goal is to make English part of your actual lifestyle, not just something you study. That real-world practice, mistakes and all, is where the magic happens.
So putting this all together, what's the underlying mindset? What's the philosophy we should take away from Teacher Sam?
It really boils down to embracing a growth mindset. This is probably the most important piece.
Okay.
It means actively changing your internal script. Instead of, I'm so bad at speaking, think, okay, I'm still learning. I'm making progress.
Reframe it.
Exactly. See, every mistake, not as proof you're failing, but as data, as growth. Every pause isn't weakness. It's thinking time. It's progress. Every single word you manage to say is a step forward.
That's much more positive.
It is. And Teacher Sam offers this really comforting idea. You're not behind. You're on your way. Wherever you are right now, that's just a point on the journey forward.
That's a really empowering way to look at it. This whole deep dive, it feels like the core message is clear. Speaking fast isn't the real goal. It's about confidence, clarity, connection. It's about knowing you have something important to say and that your voice deserves to be heard.
Absolutely. And the best part is, you now have concrete tools, practical strategies from Teacher Sam to make that voice stronger, clearer, more fluent.
It reminds me of that quote you mentioned.
Right. Don't wait until you're perfect. Start with what you know. Grow every day. Just start.
So for everyone listening, let's make this actionable. Teacher Sam's clear steps are, first, just pick 2. 2 tips from all the things we've discussed.
Just 2 to start. Don't overwhelm yourself.
Second, practice those 2 things daily, just for 7 days, see what happens.
Consistency is key, even short bursts.
And third, track it somehow. Maybe a quick note in a journal, or share your experience online if you're comfortable. Acknowledge your effort.
Yeah, that helps solidify the progress. Because really, as the source puts it so well, the world is waiting to hear from you. Speak up, speak fast, speak freely.
Fantastic. Take these ideas, choose your starting point, and really go for it. Watch how your English conversation transforms. Until next time, keep diving deep.